Hmm. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Da 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 da. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, 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 dum. Zala pa pa pow. Da 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 da. 1212. Angel number 1212. Let's see, baby. Let's see how it plays a part. Let's see how it plays a part. Angel number 1212. Praise be to the Most High God. To God be the truth. Love you back. Welcome, welcome back, welcome back. Um, let's see. Angel number 1212. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. How interesting. All right. All right. Angel number 1212. It's a compilation of the energies of number one appearing twice, amplifying its vibration, and the attributes of number two, also appearing twice, magnifying its influence. Number one instills the attributes of creation and new beginnings, courage, attainment and inspiration, self leadership, assertiveness, and initiative. Number one relates to creating our own realities with our thoughts, our beliefs, and actions, and encourages us to step out of our comfort zones in order to attain our goals. Number two represents balance and harmony, duality, faith, devotion, insight, cooperation, adaptability, and diplomacy, partnerships and relationship. Number two also resonates with faith and trust and serving your divine life purpose and soul's mission. Angel number 1212 is a message from your angels that you are to stay focused on your highest expectations as the angels and the universal energies work behind the scenes, helping you to manifest your wants and your needs, your goals and your desires. Angel number 1212 is a powerful sign that you are to step out of your comfort zone and take new directions and or begin new projects and ventures that you have been wanting to do for a long time now. Angel number 1212 encourages you to release your fears and apprehensions and get on with pursuing your passions and your purpose. Keep in mind that angel number 1212 is going to always ask you to stay on a positive path and to use your natural skills, talents, and abilities to their utmost for the benefit of yourself and others. Use positive affirmations and visualizations to enhance energies that draw them towards you. The more you focus on the positives, the quicker they are manifested into your reality. So I will go ahead and begin with my Sovereign's Prayer. I officially declare my soul contract of struggle. I don't know why I always have difficulty even saying that. I officially declare my soul contract of struggle is complete. I renounce the identity of the victim and the survivor. I step into my true name As a sovereign architect of 2026, I release the hired actors of my past with forgiveness. I accept my graduation from the school of pain. I activate my three doors of wealth, tribe, and health. I command my Joseph moment to manifest this month. I am protected. I am authorized. I have risen. The old world is gone. The new world is mine. And it is signed. It is sealed. And it is done. In Christ's consciousness name. Okay? Yes. Absolutely. So mind altering spell work. Okay? That's what the message says. Somebody is still trying to tap into my intellectual properties. Okay? What does it mean to have an intellectual property? Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so we have a tornado watch that's being issued. There we go again with the crazy weather in Houston, Texas, okay? All right, so something might happen when I have to jump up and put the window down again. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get right on into it. I don't waste no time. Time is precious, okay? And lots of people are playing around with the time that they have, trying to play God and trying to control the narrative, okay? That's what somebody trying to do. And they not going to be happy until they DEAD. They up out of here. Okay? I'm just saying. The spiritual meaning of intellectual property, or your IP. Okay? So somebody trying to type it. Somebody is trying to tap into your IP address. But they don't realize that you are residing in the spirit. So good luck with finding out that IP address. Where do you receive your intellectual? Where are you receiving your intelligence? Okay, basically. So somebody is attempting to tap into your intellectual property or your IP address. Okay? And they're trying to do this from the spiritual realm. It is not working because they have no idea how you pull from all different places to put your consciousness in a never ending, an ever evolving force field of progression. Okay? You're going backwards and forward at the same time. You're saying a lot and saying nothing at the same time. That type shit. So, it often frames creativity as a divine gift, with IP rights acting as a form of stewardship, recognizing human authorship while acknowledging the inspiration. It actually originates from a higher source. Absolutely. So this is what they're trying to do. They are wrecking ball. I'm seeing a wrecking ball. They are literally wrecking their minds, their own very abstract, chaotic minds, okay, to attempt to figure out a certain formulae, of alchemy to hijack. We back on that spiritual hijacking again. Your IP address. It balances the stewardship of ideas with the ethical. See, these people have no ethics. They would not even know how to spell ethic. Okay? Yeah. It balances the stewardship of ideas with the ethical obligation to share knowledge for the greater good. Exactly. Key spiritual perspectives on intellectual property include balancing ownership and sharing. While protecting your personal expression, It also navigates the tension between private ownership and the common shared nature of knowledge. So someone is very upset, like they are in a tiffy, a never-ending tiffy. How the fuck are you pulling knowledge, wisdom? How the fuck do you just always seem like you know what you're talking about, basically? With such a flare of confidence that comes off very cocky, like you got balls, if you are divine feminine, and like you got the biggest balls in the world if you're divine masculine. Okay? So you're very protective of your personal expression by way of saying a lot and then saying nothing. Speaking and then going silent. Expressing about a knowingness of something going on in your energy and then saying nothing. So they can't actually get a hold on, like, does she know or does she not? I don't know. I'm confused. Protection of the sacred. In many traditions, such as indigenous cultures, intellectual property is viewed as a means to protect sacred traditional knowledge from exploitation rather than just for economic gain. So these energies want to siphon, they want to spiritually hijack divine beings' knowledge, and they're trying to figure out the exact IP address, because if they can hack into that exact IP address, then they can remove the need for the source, which is you. Some are definitely doing it for economic gain because that's that destiny shot, switcheroo shit. They be trying to do destiny swapping shit. Okay, and then it has to do with inherent value system that's in your core being. Okay, versus an economical value. Okay, so you have values that are just at your core level of who you are, and then you have to value certain things because of how you need to survive in this society, this world. Okay, it says some perspectives emphasize that intellectual property should not just be for profit, but should be used to protect the integrity of spiritual and cultural expressions. Okay, so somebody has a problem with what I be speaking about in the way that I can articulate it too. Okay, so diverse views on IP and spirituality. ResearchGate explores the metaphysics of IP, questioning whether the intellectual property is an immutable concept or if it changes over time. That's what I just discussed. They don't know how you can go in and out. That's what they're trying to figure out. How can you be completely aware of the mundane but be detached from it at the same damn time? The UCLA Law Review argues that many current IP laws are justified as a moral end in itself or faith-based IP rather than just by economic evidence. A medium. It discusses the divine nature of intellectual property, arguing that it represents the intimacy of bringing ideas from the spiritual realm into reality. So, thank you. That's what I was looking for, as well as this Desiring God, which explores the biblical principles behind intellectual property rights. Okay, so it's leaking information. It's they looking at somebody's looking at it as blasphemy. All right, Spirit is showing me these things. Okay, yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm asking them to pull up things for me to cue in on. That's part of the reason why I be telling folk what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Just because somebody is trying to create a narrative of it being fake, phony. She reading books. She got cue cards. That's also something somebody doing. These are people that I don't know, by the way. The one I do know that be doing shit, spiritual manipulative things, or attempting to manipulate spiritual or the unseen, is really an amateur. So the people that this video is for is the ones that think that I don't know their tactics and all of that, and think that I'll ever be afraid of staying hyperbolically devoted to speaking about the Most High. Speaking about... Okay, so let's see here. I don't know. I'm going to see what this triggers for me to remember. I've been looking at this deck for a while and I got it. So let's look and see what it do. Okay. I heard code of ethics. Let me look that up. Code of ethics. That's what I heard. A code of ethics is a set of guiding principles designed to help professionals conduct business with honesty, integrity, and a commitment to the public interest. Okay. So, I'm hearing Spirit say nothing can be done where they can continue to do what they want to do or attempt to do whatever, but you are following the code of ethics. You are speaking with honesty, you're speaking with integrity, and you are committed to people waking up and understanding what's really going on. So the censorship that's being done is only being done at their own at my advantage point to prove that the censorship is done, because you are on point with your messages. You know, you're honest, okay, brutally, abrasively honest, and you stand in the integrity of love, light, and abundant healing, and you're committed to that purpose. So that's on everything right there, straight up. So let's see. Oh, I like the box. Nice. Nice. I would love to see if this deck here can show me anything that's going on around me regarding who these people are, because I feel like if not for anything of, excuse me, for defensiveness sake, it's like my ancestors is wanting me to expose who these people are, who these energies, these entities are that have been doing this to me lifetime after lifetime. So I will be getting back into my past life regression. Okay. But before I pull any of these, I've been guided to get some of these. So this is one of those like psychic intuitive counseling sessions that they want me to just do off the cuff. I love those kind. Ow. And they're wanting me to pull from this deck right here. And let's see. All right. Calling the elements of fire for love's compassion. Water for the soul's purification. Air for the flow of communication, and earth to ground me in the healing protections and provisions of my ancestors, my guardian angels, the cosmic elders, and divine feminine spirit that created us all. I call in the counsels of the highest wide light to make my messages plain, in Christ consciousness, Jesus' name also known as Yeshua. So let's see. What do you want me to see, Spirit? Okay. The Lord of Dominion, Two of Wands. Realizing one's strongest desires to take action in. The power of energy that is born in the ace is given a direction and a goal in the Two of Wands. The first manifestation following the pure idea in the Ace of Wands. This is the beginning of transformation, mastery of life in ourselves, and the ability to follow through on our personal destiny to make our dreams show up in reality. Okay, that's making sense in what I was already discussing. Ten of Wands, testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. The end has obviously arrived to carrying all these goddamn burdens. And T.I. says, if it ain't about the money, growing a stronger ability to say no, bitch. So there's going to be some type of test coming in, some type of shit about to go down that is going to be attempting to pull me into some type of, and that's the reason why whoever these energies are trying to test my mental, yeah, they're trying to test my resource. They trying to test, this is not necessarily negative per se, but there's I don't really like to be toyed with like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't test me when I say I am who I am. I am really that, and when I say what I'm about, I'm really that as well. So this testing, there's two testings. There's a testing of the enemy, right? Some kind of way I can see that happening, and that's why they pull me back into doing my cards of destiny. Um, but also the Most High God is allowing this test to come in. The end, but this is the end of the testing because it's now time for the manifestation. So that's exactly what they want me to see here. My spirit team wants me to see here. Okay? And then tapping back into the L12 energy. About, watching your thoughts because the hijacking is real. Real prevalent these days because there's so many people that are slipping into other dimensions of consciousness and basically beating this matrix energy, so to speak, or this web of hijacking of your spiritual your IP. Number 9, the Kipper says sudden changes in the planetary influence of Pluto. What you want to achieve? Pull 3 cartomancy cards. Okay, what you finna achieve? What you finna achieve, what you trying to achieve, all of that. All of that. Yes. Hold on. Let me get the white deck. Yeah, because, and I feel like they just want me to, something about Pluto energy here. So it says to pull 3. I guess one would be like a, one would be like a, I don't know. They say 3. Give me a clear jumper, please, and thank you. Give me a clear, thank you. 2 of diamonds. Okay, Three of Cups. And give me the third. Give me the third, please and thank you. Thank you. 10 of Diamonds. All right. So we're going to go ahead and look at that Pluto and results. Let's go with that 2 of Diamonds. And then we'll see that 3 of Cups, which is, in tarot, balancing, keeping everything in balance. I told you guys I don't like that word moderation. So keeping everything in balance, okay? 2 of Diamonds. Most things that people say, long as you can have it, long as in moderation. No, you cannot. Okay? So 2 of Diamonds in Pluto, an area that will need much of your attention this year and cause you to make some important changes in your life in this area of financial partnership arrangements and investments. The 2 of Diamonds means financial arrangements and agreements, meetings and contracts. By adopting this win-win philosophy in all of your deals, you are going to ensure your own success and future prosperity. But you may have to work at it till you get the hang of it. You will likely have many meetings and make many deals this year, perhaps with many different people to achieve your goals. You need other people's cooperation and input to achieve your own goals, and you may have to make concessions and changes in order to get their cooperation. Look to the result card to find out more about these deals or to see which person in your life is the focus of many of these deals in the upcoming year. The affirmation says, I find ways to increase my wealth with the help and assistance of others. I create cooperation in financial partnerships. So, what it's showing here is, again, if a person can spiritually hijack your intellectual property, they don't have to pay you for it. But then what I ask the question of all the time is, what's up with the censorship? It makes no sense. It's counterintuitive. It's counterproductive. You know, it's the craziest shit ever. Like I said, when you really get in the flow of a high vibrational love frequency within your own core being, and you want to receive, you're an open vessel for the truth, then that how can I say, you gonna tighten up on any kind of a tentacles trying to attach to you that are of the negative, or that are of the dark void energy, that they're lifeless, so they want to suck you dry. And then, I mean, that's why I said this is running rampant, because they can't actually continue to suck you dry, because once you are dead, you're gone, you're out of here. Then now that takes on a whole different premise of your transformation and your spiritual consciousness continuing. So they need you alive, okay? And you're literally like how they put not Godzilla, King Kong in a cage. You understand? They put King Kong in a cage, and he's an animal. He's supposed to be out there in the wild and stuff like that. And you trying to put it in a cage and research it and do all this type of shit, or whatever that was, and it didn't work, right? Because the power that the creator source gave to that animal was going to be way more than what humanity could do on ground level to try to control and capture, whether it was for, like I said, economic value, or just for the sake of, we have the ability to do this to you, so let us do this to you so we can research you. Okay, so then that 3 of Cups will be in the results. So what I'm feeling my spirit team has got me doing this video to show me that the discernment is on point. They need to see that the discernment is on point. Okay, so three of Cups in the result says, somehow the result of your efforts this year will be that of having more friends and perhaps lovers in your life. You have been developing your ability to meet others, to communicate and share yourself. The 3 is a number of expression. Put that 3 in hearts, and you are developing your ability to express your feelings and emotional and romantic needs. As you complete this year, you will find that your efforts have paid off. However, if you cannot handle having so many people in your life, you may experience indecision and worry over love. Look at your Pluto card to give you more details about this. Okay, the affirmation says, I'm getting clearer about what I want in my relationship through experimentation. I end up with two love interests and a better ability to express my feelings to others. So there it go again. There it go again. Two love interests. I mean, it's not, it's, come on now. I need to actually write that down to do a card. Matter of fact, yeah, I don't have my stuff. Well, do I got a marker over here? Yeah, I do. Good. I try to keep one on deck. So that was that two of diamonds. I mean, three of cups and Pluto. I'll write that one up. No, that was actually results. Why is my marker trying to go out? What the hell? Oh, shit. I'm going to have to get another one. So that was actually three of cups in results. Okay. So that was three of cups in results. Let's also read the three of coats. Three of coats. Three of coats. Three of coats. Really? Three of hearts in Pluto. This year is likely to be a time of variety and experimentation in your love life and social life. It may be that you are just getting back into dating again and want to rediscover what kind of relationship is best for you. This might mean dating many different people, and this could be something that is challenging and new for you. So we're going to put that as the other card of the Pluto. Damn, I don't got those cards. Shit. That's what I needed. What is going on with this pen? With this marker? It's starting to bleed and do weird shit. It's always something trying to fuck with my flow. See? Literally. Okay? So, and then now let's go ahead and read that Pluto results. Let's read the results for two of diamonds. I don't know where these cards at. Oh, they right there. Shit. Okay, so let's see what it said for two of diamonds and see if we need to do that card as well, because I feel like it's the three of cups, and that's right here with this party event, something like that. Two of diamonds in results says the net result of one of your important goals this year is likely to be successful partnerships and arrangements. So we're gonna do that like that. Two of diamonds. And then we don't know what this ten of diamonds is talking about here, because the way you do the Pluto and results, you gotta read it together. So we need to do a two of diamonds, Pluto and results. It could already be done. I don't know, but it really don't matter if it is. It really don't matter if it is done already or not. Two of diamonds as a Pluto, and we're going to do a two of diamonds as a result. Okay. So what is this ten of diamonds energy? Uh-oh. There you go. What is this two of diamonds energy? Let's see what planetary influence is the ten of diamonds, because they said three cards. Neptune. Them cards right there. The new cards you bought. Yep. Thank you. And I need another one of these because it's just going out like a bitch. I need one of these. Everything just trying to go out, child. That's why the other day ago I just start throwing shit away. Bow, 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 throwing it away. I ain't got time. Be going out on me. I got shit to do. I need you to act right. I need you to act right, damn it. Thank you. So let's look and see what this Ten of Diamonds and Neptune is talking about. Something about Neptunian energy here going on. And if I look at my chart, what's going on in my Neptune? Okay. Something about a secret is still showing up. Ten of Diamonds in Neptune. This card indicates success and prosperity from travel, from shipping, or from some type of foreign business interest. Also possible is money made through caring for others or something related to drugs or alcohol or from some hidden source. There it is, a hidden source. Success and enjoyment of travel and dealing with foreigners is indicated here. This might be a great time to take that business pleasure trip overseas. Your greatest satisfaction comes through sharing your good fortune with others during this period. Okay. So the Ten of Diamonds and Neptune card needs to be done as well. Do you have the Tarot of Destiny cards? I mean, not cards, cover art. She might not. She didn't let me know if she had it or not, because I might have to redesign it. I'll do it again, because I don't know which phone did I do it on. I might have didn't do it on this phone. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do what would be the result of, okay, hold on. That makes sense. And then let's do the results. Let's do this as a result of that Two of Diamonds. This year's major goals and challenges represented by your Pluto card will somehow involve a large sum of money or financial success. You may actually achieve considerable prosperity as you expand your values to include the needs of those around you and the community or country. The further you expand your vision, the more you could make. This could represent taking your products and services to the public in a major way. I don't resonate with it that way. Okay, so let's do as the Pluto. Okay, so we can do it as the Pluto. And then what would be the result? Say what? Okay, so let's do that as a Pluto too. So we'll do a Neptune Pluto. These are important issues like that going on. They trying to get me to see something, child, but I might have to make another one if she ain't got it. She may not have it. Who do you have this cover art? Let me take a picture of it, because I might have to recreate it. I don't remember which phone I did it on. I don't know which phone I did it on, child. Don't know. So it's crazy, because it's like I show clearly what I'm doing to get my life together, to understand what's all going on. I was always going to do it from an intellectual standpoint. That was always in the cards. Literally in the cards. Okay, so ask her, does she have that cover art? So we need to do the 10 of diamonds in the Neptune. Turn it this way because that other side is shiny. 10 of diamonds in the Neptune. And this is a Neptune. All right. And then what was the other one I said? 10 of diamonds in the Pluto. Yeah. 10 of diamonds in the Pluto. And then results. Guess we could do it as a result too, because it's coinciding with what they're saying. All right. So the point of it is, for those who ever watch this video after I'm long gone out of this energy of this channel on this YouTube, to see that you must just keep going on. You must keep going regardless of blockages, intentional blockages, and those that, you know, are there, the restrictiveness that is there for you to grow. Okay? So I didn't really resonate with the Two of Diamonds energy at all. At all. That was strange. The Two of Diamonds that jumped out. What energy is this Two of Diamond? What energy is this Two of Diamonds actually in, Spirit? Because I didn't resonate with it. Let's see. What is the energy of the Two of Diamonds actually in? Mercury. Thank you. Let's see. Because I didn't resonate at all. So I create these cards based on what's going on in my personal life that I 100% resonate with. And then later on in my psychic intuitive counseling sessions, it will be there to help others. Okay, so that's the purpose. These live streams be like video diaries. Two of Diamonds of me doing my work early on. Two of Diamonds in Mercury. Here we have a business communication or meeting that comes and goes quickly. This could be an unexpected or fleeting money deal, a partnership, or a sudden business deal that requires some short trips. Also possible is a financial arrangement with a relative, such as a brother or sister. Under Mercury, this partnership may happen suddenly and last a short time only. It may be a quick investment that pays quick returns. Be ready for the unexpected. Thank you, Spirit, for that clarity. So the Two of Diamonds was technically in the Mercury energy. Okay? It was not in the Pluto, but the Pluto was playing a major part here of this transformation. And Neptune has to do with the illusory energy of it, or how, you know, convoluted things can be, and trickster spirits and all of that. Okay? So, you know, it's all this is transformational. Two of Diamonds and Mercury, that's what it was. So this is a nice little session to get you ready for when I am doing my behind the scenes. I see that's what they're doing right now in this moment. Because I wasn't feeling like coming back on doing videos like I used to do. So that makes sense. And then I'll be attaching my tarot stickers down there. Okay, so we got that going on. And we're going to be converting from the little small to bigger. So that's a good thing, that when you stay in alignment, things will be Some things or projects will be resurrected. Like this is a project that is being resurrected now, as well as some a certain way you were doing things is not needed to be done like that anymore. So you'll be redirected. Okay, redirected. So we pulled this up in the tarot. Okay, remember it already started with this Three of Swords and this Ace of Swords. Okay, so something manipulative is definitely going to try to rear its head in my direction to attempt to see how desperate I am to get out of my situation. So I'm going to just let whatever comes out come out. And then I'm going to pull those cards that's already here. So they wanted me to see that. They wanted me to really see that manipulation that's going on around. Yeah, that's what they wanted to do. All right, so show me what you want me to see here from what's come out thus far. Thank you. Ooh, and it's in the reverse. Overcoming the bullshit. Literally, it's not going to work. It's over. Literally, it said it. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. The end has obviously arrived to carrying all these goddamn burdens. T.I. said, if it ain't about the money. So what it was is they literally wanted me to carry the burdens of my ancestors. Those ones that took some type of contract with whomever, whatever it was, to stay in poverty and stay quiet. You know, that's what it feels like to me. Okay? That's what it feels like to me, beloved. Okay? Yeah. So we're going to talk about the devil again, right? Are we talking about the devil? Let's do it. Let's do it. The entrapment. The entrapment of the soul in the material world, representing the clip off, the shell, the force. So you're breaking out of the shell that was placed upon your consciousness. So there's a birthing. There, you're out of the cocoon phase. Okay? Okay? And so the shadow of fear, shame, guilt, any of the low vibrational emotions no longer has a hold on you. So who's ever trying to spiritually hijack, and who's ever trying to come up with some type of formulae. Some of them say formulae. Wherever they're from is a different country. They say the formulae. I don't know, is that England? Somewhere they're trying to come up with the formulae, the right potion, the right whatever they're doing to spiritually hijack your IP. So this is a part. What was the first part I did? What did the first part say? See, I knew it. I can always feel very strongly my what do you want to call my spiritual team when they do not want me to get too in the clouds with the love, because it's showing me that it's here, and we don't want you to get super frustrated that the environment is still the same, and so it's always keeping me on my toes, and I love them for it. Okay, so that would be this is part, so I need to put part 1 on there. And then this one will have a totally different thumbnail. So part 1 is me knowing about the warlock ex-lover doing the spiritual hijacking. That's the part 1, and this is the part 2. Okay, yeah, because we're talking about the twin flame journey, well, what's up there now, and so this will be part 2. It's going to have a different thumbnail, but for some reason I'm still keeping with the comedy of it because it's so hilarious. And as you saw, the devil card jumped out in the reverse. And I can't make it up, as I was spiritually guided however long ago. It wasn't recently, it wasn't even last year that I can remember. I don't know. To start writing these, doing this oracle here, which is called Tarot of Destiny, that is with the tarot infused with the cards of your destiny, and then whatever intuitive, powerful hits I get from the divine to write whatever, and on this one I was told to write testing 1 2, testing 1 2. The test is over with. You see how those sounds and stuff would come to be distracting. That's exactly what they were saying. Like, we know that they're revving up the energies in your home space where you dwell. We know, we love that you are always hyper vigilant of what's going on around your home space, but we never want you to ever succumb to fear of some unforeseen accident or freak, argument. Or don't you ever let us hear you no more walking and not in the authority thereof. So I've had certain, situations happening outside of this apartment with people that showed me. I don't need to disclose what that is, but just show me who I am. Whether I see myself as that because of the monetary circumstances. So no, that's what this is about. But the testing is over. You understand? You did the work, the 10 of Wands. You did the work. You are in alignment. So of course I will boldly and brazenly communicate this to others. So I understand why the censorship is so weird. It's weird, but I do know that when I start trying to help this so-called warlock in his spiritual sickness, as in what part 1 is talking about, let me fix that right now. See if I can make that say part 1 in the front. I think it's on there, but it's at the back of the damn thing. Let me fix that right quick. Okay? Because the Most High God say, what I got for you is for you. You've been saying this for years, but you wasn't standing in the authority of it. So I had to remove you from your family, safe. I put you in Star Hope shelters. I put you in a position for you to walk it. You are the ministry. Walk in it. So the testing is over. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Come on now. Holy Ghost fire. Come on in. Come on in. Okay. Yeah. Praise be to the Most High. To God be the truth. Okay? When you trying to find your way. How it seems like, you are in a foreign land. Yay. See, the Most High God speaks in mysterious ways. And only those that are after God's own heart will ever be shown the secrets. Because the secrets has to do with being in a position of, it's not servitude. You have to change the words. Being in a position of receiving. When you're walking in a position of 111 on the clock, when you're walking in a position of receiving, and I'm talking about from the universe, the Most High God, the unseen realm of consciousness, to know what's right to do in every single moment. That's a level of integrity that most avoid. It's just too much work because you're going to always have to be conscious, aware. You're going to have to always be conscientiously in this headspace of constant communication with the divine. Oh, okay, but I'm saying, do you actually have this on a computer?
Yeah.
Okay, pull up some and get some fresh ones done because these are being, we're growing it. Okay, so you have to be in a constant communication with the divine. This is not this is not the Christian way of being black and Christian. No, it ain't. It ain't work for me. So that's why I'm gonna always express it. It didn't work for me the way mama them said I was supposed to be going to church and praising God and calling on Jesus' name. Jesus. Who's the real one? Who is the real one? Is who? Cause see, I don't like to be lied to. I don't like to be lied to. I don't like to be finagled with. My intellectual property is directly connected to my emotional, moral values. So you can't hijack that because you're void of that. You see, what did I say? You have to be in constant. It doesn't turn off. It's happening when you're asleep. It's happening when you're having a pleasurable moments in your life, whatever you find pleasurable. It's consistently working through you, not against you, through you. When you learn how to flip the script on the lies and turn them into what's the truth, that's when you know you getting that you are now in alignment. Just think of it that way. You are in alignment, and all I ever asked for was true, authentic love for my masculine counterpart and my health back. Because all the other dreams and aspirations and those very, they're not little things, but I knew the Most High God had all control over how that was going to go. So I didn't feel like I needed to be pleading my case on, I want to be a grandmother, I want this, and I want, that's all comes with the territory of having a restored health, because it had to happen within my heart. My heart is, I'm going through heart surgery. You understand? And I don't want to cross out of my body. I made a conscious decision that I don't want to cross out of my body with a heavy heart. So you're always in a perpetual state of healing. So that's how you know you stay in constant communion with the divine spirit of life. That which is done to not hurt, harm, and injure you, but to make your life where you feel. It's about feelings, baby. That's what they always want you to do, is avoid your feelings. So this is why I kept being partnered up with men who were detached from themselves. For whatever reasons. Through their own personal lifetime or whatever was attached to them in their bloodline. Yeah, that's not a coincidence. Right? So here's the crazy part. Didn't want me to ever be selfish. How dare you be selfish and want to take care of your own body? How dare you? This is where the anger, the fire comes from. How dare you think you can dictate how I see myself, how I love myself, how I care for myself. When I saw this stand up in these men against me, whoa, I never saw that energy in my own mother. So I was like, wow, what is that? Yeah. Spiritual narcissism. That's what it is. I think I changed it now. Hold on. Spiritual narcissism. That's what it is, baby. It's not just being narcissistic. All of us can be very selfish, self-centered. Spiritual narcissism is a whole different type of shit. It's literally like operating in this upright energy and acting like you ain't doing a damn thing wrong. Let's talk about that spiritual narcissism. And we gonna see if anything else needs to be expounded upon on a bigger card for this devil energy. You see? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Spiritual narcissism. Yeah, it doesn't work if you want to be in the world. You want to be involved with the world. You want to be out there in the world. It does not work. It does not work. Spiritual narcissism is the use of spiritual beliefs, practices, or religious identities to inflate the ego, fostering a sense of superiority. Okay. And that's somebody like saying, I'm enlightened and you're not, I'm woke, you're not. That's on the basic aspect of it, but y'all know I like to go deep. Rather than genuine personal growth. So that's somebody that's wearing the crystals. They put the certain altar in their house. They're doing certain things to resemble, look at me, I'm not like you, I'm spiritual. So I mean, even those that are wearing these, that are cloaked in this certain false egoic authoritative energy in your life, the government, anybody within your physical family, even those, it says it often involves spiritual bypassing, using faith to avoid personal psychological issues or to manipulate, control, and judge others. So these people be having psychological issues. So imagine somebody just like that whole thing that happened with Rihanna just recently had happened. Where now these bloggers are putting up what the female was on her YouTube channel doing and saying and whatnot. And it sounds like a lot of psychosis going on. Okay? Yeah. There's a major superior, and I'm telling you, it's so crazy. Like it be stuff happening behind the scenes that when I go on my Act Spirit act to like confirm what it is that I'm feeling, and it comes up, I promise you, it's always mixed with the bullshit. It's like mixing chocolate with shit. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like what? Like you've ruined the chocolate. It's like if we put enough chocolate in it, they won't be able to smell the shit. What? Do you understand? So the physical body is designed to be able to dictate and detect harmful things. So it doesn't matter how much chocolate you put in it, it's still shit. But there are some that can be fooled because their nose is stopped up, clogged up, and they're that particular sense is off. So this is all about supreme discernment. These key character traits are these type of people that be trying to do some mental hijacking, spiritual hijacking. They have a superiority complex. They literally have a, you know, it's so crazy. It's like, oh my gosh. It says here that they use meditation, yoga, or religious practicing witchcrafts, whatever it is. And to get that knowledge, it's all to boost their own ego. It has nothing to do with transcendence on a higher spiritual, I want to connect with the most high level. It has nothing to do with that. Okay? Spiritual bypassing, avoiding emotional, psychological, unfinished business within themselves, doing that shadow work. They will avoid doing anything. What? No, I don't want to do. I don't do therapy. I don't do counseling. I don't want to do any of that. I like being low vibrational, but you don't see it. Oh my God, here's another one. Performative humility. They love to display a false sense of humility about anything in life that is very much so heart wrenching, right? And they act in such a grandiose, superior, entitled. I'm telling you, the way I always see it in people when they have this sense of entitlement to your energy. So all you need to do is have a mother like that, a father like that, a very close, near and dear friend. Well, they really a foe, but they pose as a friend of me, huh? Or a actual sexual intimate partner to display spiritual narcissism. And I promise you, once you see it in that and you recover from it, every time you seem to be coming to a certain plateau of recovery, I promise you, somebody or pinnacle of recovery, somebody, another energy is going to come and try to attach itself to you. Just look at it as tentacles. Okay? Okay? Because these people are the type that are like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Well, if you need me, give me a call. Yeah, I'm here for you. It's like when somebody passes away and all these fake motherfuckers come out. If you need anything, just let me know. Well, I needed to talk about what I was feeling about my loved one dying or whatever, and I couldn't call you then. I saw a lot of that when my mother passed away. Avoidance of accountability. Yes. Refusing to take responsibility for their actions. They blame other people and they justify very selfish, disgusting, undermining behavior. This people that, let me tell you something. People that are so extremely selfish, it's easy to move away from the kind of people. Let me tell you why. Because they do it to their own demise. There is no way a man gonna try to think he can live with a woman, and every day that she is living in this place, she don't got to do shit to maintain. I don't give a damn. They both were two crackheads. If she rented it when she wasn't so strung out, she was trying to hold things down. Keep everything copacetic up in the people's apartment or townhome or whatever it is, and then she get real spun out because she started doing other type of shit too. And he move in. He gonna be like, well, damn, man. Well, you had a good deal set up here where the rent was so. Let's say she on Section 8. Let's just say some shit like that, or public housing apartment. I don't give a damn, whichever one. Where some kind of way she ain't got to pay no rent. On record, she ain't got to pay no rent based on her income. And he think that ain't something she still got to maintain. If they just do a pop up inspection, y'all got all kind of drug paraphernalia, all kind of shit. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You still got to maintain balance in order to keep some type of a spiritual law in order in your life. Notice I added spiritual in the front of law and order. Okay? So it's ridiculous for a person to be so selfish to like, I don't care. I don't got to do nothing. I ain't got to, I mean, come on. And let me tell you something. Y'all know I chops off the dicks of black men that be displaying this with so much like, I can do what I want to do. Like, ooh, that just disgusts me to my core. Especially against your own black people. Make that shit make sense. So this spiritual narcissism shit, this shit is running rampant in the black communities. I'm trying to told you. It's so much refusing to take responsibility. It's so much blaming they mama this and that. This the reason why my baby mama put me out this and that. And justifying their very selfish behavior. But that's what I'm saying. It's hard to describe that part right there because if I'm going to be selfish, I have good strategic sense to know if I'm with this man because what he's able to do for me, he going to detect how I do what I do for him to do what favors he do for me. That I'm fake. I'm phony. Because overall, he's going to want his grandiose energy, his superiority, grandiose energy that I'm the only one stepped up to the plate and took you out the projects. I'm the only one. You know what I'm saying? He going to want me to continually stroke his ego. See? So his selfishness could be to his own demise because not really studying what type of woman. Let's say I had nothing with social media. There was nothing about me on social media. He would not know any kind of way that I think that I'm actually staying in there for however long I need to get this and do that. See what I'm saying? So that man still takes a very big risk. A very big risk. Going after females because of his finances and what he knows he has the power to do. But overall, it's all about stroking my ego. You got to show up for me. You got to do. Fuck that. So just as I can speak against a masculine trying to siphon off of a woman, I'm definitely going to be against a feminist siphoning off a man, because I'm always going to talk about your overall demise. That's how you know I speak in the truth of with integrity. Because I'm talking about how it affects you to behave in a spiritually narcissistic way, and they lack empathy. They use spiritual concept to ignore the genuine feelings and needs of others. I told y'all, you don't get these keys if you ain't truly in alignment, and that is having your emotional IQ gonna be tested. Your core value will be tested. Even to get in these secret societies, from my research, I've seen that you have to believe in a higher power. So y'all be so confused to assume that everything about worshiping the Baphomet, which y'all don't even understand what it means, to represent this, because everything is duality. This upright, this is in the lower vibration. But the way tarot is showing, in the lower vibration is in the positive. You get what I'm saying? In the high vibration is in the negative. Sounds to me as we are human vessels, that we have a spirit. And I was studying that. It got kind of complex with who I was studying it through, about the soul, the spirit, the ego mind, and all that. Yeah. It sounds to me like you literally have to, like, research your own heart, core values, goals, test your own ego. All that must be the way that you really do seek the face of God. Straight up. And with that being your focal point, everything you do is going to come into alignment when you are tested in the fire. You understand? I'm telling you, this test is fiery. It's fire. It's fire. Huh? It's fire. There's not one element. Earth, earth, water, air. Okay, then the other one is spirit, but ether. Earth, fire, air. And then you think of what? I say fire again. Earth, water, and air. Earth, water, air. That which one would you be the most terrified of? If you had to pick your death, okay, you can pick your death, but you have to choose an element. Which one would you be the most, like, okay, I'll pick water. You may think in your mind, I'll pick water because I'll probably drown and whatever, right? You think that. You're going to immediately think of drowning. When it comes to air, you're like, air? Oh, you're going to suffocate me while I can't breathe, right? Okay, air. And then earth, okay, accidents. You know what I'm saying? Car accidents, plane crash, which is still air, but you know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people that don't truly understand the fire spirit is, you know what I'm saying, is what I'm talking about too, will choose fire. Because you would be like, oh my God, no, right? Right? You could possibly say, well, I know how to swim, so I mean, I might be able to hold my breath for a while. Okay. How could you kill me with air? Oh, pollute my air. I can't breathe. Okay. But I don't think people actually sit up there. Well, maybe pyromaniacs do, but I don't really see people sitting up there really focusing on their death in fire, being burned. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally like, if you think about really truly being a gatekeeper or going into a certain gnosis of peace, tranquility, and all that, you must have went through the fire. I promise you this. Like that's the only thing that really keeps me going is to understand this spiritual fire. And it makes sense because I just seen something talking about on Mars or something. Some kind of Indian thing came up talking about these people born on these days are from Mars, and my June 9th birthday is saying Mars. Okay, isn't that fire energy? What element is Mars? Let me correct myself. Excuse me. What element is Mars? It's so many concepts to remember, guys. You know, you poured in from lifetime after lifetime. You got to dial in to the right era that you in and shit. It's a lot. I'm so glad about the internet, child. Glad they got it ready. Um, Cause child, I'll be like the girl, the lady in the orange on the fifth element. Sure do. Yeah, let me see. Fire. In astrology, Mars is primarily associated with the element of fire. It is considered a dry and masculine energy, Anyi Tativa, that symbolizes passion, assertion, drive, and combativeness. Key details about Mars' association is linked with Aries and Scorpio. Fire of water. So just look at that. The Aries is Ram and the Scorpion. Attributes. The attributes is energy, passion, aggression, and speed. Physical associations often linked to iron, heat, and the color red. That's so weird because I never knew why I don't like the color red like that. For certain ways of like, you know, how that makes that step stand out. But I don't like the color red as far as wearing clothing in red, and it makes sense. It says in the I gotta find out what that was about the people that's born on certain days. What's their thing? Hopefully to come back up. Damn it. Um, yeah, and it's associated with the Tower card. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. 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 Fire and accidents, particularly those involving heat, weapons, or sudden violence. Mars is considered a fiery planet, which is the Agni Tativya. It represents the okay explosions, electrical fires. Mars is known to cause accidents, injuries, surgeries, and physical harm, especially when it is afflicted by Rahu, Ketu, or Saturn, or positioned from them in certain houses, 4th, the 8th, and 12th, and harsh aspects to Kendra or the opposition. So these are people that are talking about at present Mars is transiting 8 from Shani and making yeah, there you go. There's Sadastak yoga. Additionally, making yoga with another fire planet Ketu, which indicates fire accidents, wars. That's why that's going on right now. Try to avoid unnecessary arguments. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I be trying to tell folks, like you gotta, and I'm Mars, so that's why it makes sense. Now I had to see that it ain't came out what? Shit is crazy as fuck. What is it? I like that. That's neat. Anyway, so like I said, baby, 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 fire, fire. That testing is over with. Yeah, it's not coming up again. Wow, here we go again. Sugarland postal worker accused of stealing mail may have targeted envelopes with checks in it. What? Child, there's so much going on in here. But like I said, yeah, it's over with. Thank you for that coming out and confirming what it came out in reverse. Thank you so much. Back to what I was actually doing. We gonna see what's popping right here. For real though, because see what I'm saying? You hear all that shit outside my window? This is what I'm talking about. There's never a day you can just really feel like everything telling you. Is this in the right side? Yeah. Temperance. I talked about the balance. That jumped out, came right over the devil. Came right over the devil card. Judgment. 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 Hangman. And there go that Pluto energy right there. Pluto energy right there. I don't know why that came out turned like that. But it's touching on Pluto. And it's okay, so it's touching on Pluto in and upright because of the way that it hit. Alright? So somebody definitely wants you to surrender. Want you to surrender. You know, stop fighting against the stop fighting against the force field that we trying to put on you. Stop fighting against it. Let it go. Look at that. Finally. That's all I needed to see right there, child. Finally. Y'all know how long this Five of Cups, what's on the bottom? Ace of Cups. Praise be to the Most High God. Y'all know how long this Five of Cups in the upright been coming out for my stuff. Shoot. Happiness returns. With that Ace of Cups. Oh, there it is. Three of Cups. Adventurous new beginning. With the Knight of Wands energy. And being peaceful. Being at peace. Look at that. Being at peace. The transformation is complete. The transformation is complete. Praise be to the Most High. Praise be to the Most High. Praise be to the Most High. The transformation is complete, baby. Praise be. I guess that's what I'll call this one. The transformation is complete. I guess, do we need to continue to speak on this? The transformation is complete. Wow. See? See? Traveling, moving, changing your address, positive change in your relationship status this year. A divorce is finalized. Feeling restless will explore. Feeling restless right now will expound your current life circumstances. So it's all about changing how you feel about your life. But it's, of course, in your environment, it's like somebody having to be so strong, so strong spiritually, like their faith have to be so strong to where their mental is not overrun by being in a prison, hearing all kind of crazy shit all around you every night. Two of clubs and Pluto. See that? Look, that then came out again. Look at that. Two of clubs and Pluto. Watch very close as how being right will affect the outcome. The arguing and fear card. You may find yourself in arguments and debates based on fears deeply rooted in your subconscious thoughts. Staying posed intact emotional intelligence. So what do you want? What are you trying to be right about? This is not me operating in that energy. I'm going to tell the truth and integrity. We already talked about it. Roll the tape back. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not, what am I, how am I living my life in 51 years and I'm lying and I'm playing and like, what? So that's not my energy. Showing me of a man that's trying to speak in regards to like argue their stance and argue their point. Nobody got time for that shit. Tell the truth. That should be your point of reference. The truth. It's gonna set you free. Cartomancy reading. Pull 3 cards. Read under the planet. I already did that. But it wanted me to read up under the placement though. Okay. See, when I designed these cards, see, I just did that under Pluto. You see what I'm saying? They always give me inspirations to do things in a way to where I'm 100. Where actually they're saying don't put a number on it. Your ability to see, not necessarily into the future, baby. It's about to see what's happening around you to navigate through it. It's infinite. And they give me all kinds of different ways to create my business. So it cannot be duplicated. Can't be hijacked. There you go. Booyah. Isn't that the same one that already came out? Booyah. It already came out. Somebody is so hell-bent on trying to hold back their feelings. They think that they can continue this shit going on forward and you won't be able to detect what's really going on. I'ma always know what's going on because I always tell the truth to myself. I'ma always tell myself the truth, baby. Okay? Okay? What it said it was in displacement. Let's go and see. We need to put a card in for this one. That's why my baby was like, well, mama, you probably need these little ones right here because you might have already did it. I say, what if I did? I say, baby, look at it like this. That would mean a double, triple, quadruple, sextuplic, whatever the damn numbers is called, of a confirmation. So I'm leaving from doing these smaller cards to now doing them on my bigger cards that I was guided to do. So I said, if I pull from the smaller ones and they connecting with energy that's already infused in here of truth, direction, and light, and show you what kind of pitfalls and all of that, that's just triple, double, quadruple confirmation. She said, Mama, you got a point. I said, that's how they teach me. That's how they teach me. That's how they show me. That's how they coddle me. That's how they guide me. because you got to get into that frequency of integrity. Okay? There's a frequency of integrity. What does that mean? People like, oh, y'all use these big words. We don't know what that means. Integrity, baby. Let's go ahead and look it up. Spiritual meaning. I told you guys so you can get a deeper understanding of what God has for you, the Holy Spirit has for you. Put in spiritual meaning of integrity. Don't put in just define integrity for me. Spiritual, and it's called spiritual integrity, is the alignment. Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it? So you're supposed to have a cockiness because you doing your work. Huh? When you make a beautiful child, you're like, look at my baby. That's my baby. Right? You know your genes with Boris Kojo genes and what's his wife now? I can't never remember her name. They made some beautiful children. What they gonna sit up there and be all mad? Why y'all so damn beautiful? Why y'all look so goddamn and look at you? What crazy motherfucking parents doing? So I'm gonna be ever so cocky and confident. I'm Mars, okay? Just remember that I'm Mars. So I'm gonna do it that way. That's that fiery energy. My Mars in my chart is in Leo. Okay? All right. Think about it. So I'm going to be cocky when I do what I do because I'm going to always stand in the truth, baby. That's been my resurrection the whole time. You trying to know what's the magic formula to tell the truth. I promise you that's the secret. That's the secret sauce. Now yours, you're going to have a different ingredients in your secret sauce of truth. Because then you go through a different experience in life. Because it's going to be through your two eyes. Through your understanding. Yeah, baby. You see that there? You see how you are unique and marvelously made? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what I do over here. Yay. I think my Louisiana's starting to come in when I keep doing it. I'll be like, is that Kevin or is that my inner Louisiana coming out? Me feel like it's Kevin, but then I be doing it like nah, I think that's something coming out. Okay, let's go and get that spiritual. I told y'all, didn't I say you got to be in the alignment? That's what it is. You telling the truth about what it is that you scared of. You telling the truth about what happened in your life. You telling the truth what made you mad. You telling the truth about what hurt you. You doing it in ways of positive, right? Positive, healthy ways. You're writing it. You're going to the gym, getting that aggression out. You know, but you doing it in a scientific kind of way. Like, you know what, I need to have certain minerals and nutrients and stuff like that. I need to cut out this sugar. See, that's when you being a real true magician. You see what I'm saying? You ain't just going to the gym just to get buff and shit and follow somebody else's regimen. No, you are an individually unique, made, created creation. Huh? So again, you got to get in that frequency of what is true for me. Huh? I ain't trying to put a lot of energy into it, y'all, today because my legs hurt, y'all. But I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I'll be talking that shit and not getting that second win, third win, fourth win, fifth win. I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm done. You feel me? You feel me? I told y'all you got to get in alignment. First of all, you got to tell the truth. Write notes, take notes. You gotta tell the truth. I told you what you tell the truth about. You too scared to tell the truth that you did it, you murdered the person, you did that, you can't go talk to the Most High. You could talk to Jesus, but you can't talk to the Most High. Because you got to tell the truth. I'm going to tell you right now. Hey, because it's already known what you did. Hello? Tell the truth. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to be explored is, okay, what part of your heart needs the surgery? See? I felt like the whole way that the world concocted who Jesus really is pissed me off. I don't know how I know, y'all, but I know what I know that I know that I know. And I done said this too many times before. So I say to the Most High, You feel me? It's no disrespect of the energy, but the energy was not like that. Now y'all left a whole bunch of shit out. Whole bunch of shit out, man. For real, stop lying. That bullshit. Shoot. Let me go and get this written down real quick on my spelling oracle right quick, y'all. Because, you know, I try to show y'all how I use my spelling oracle. Sometimes I don't be want to have all these cards and stuff, you know, and I just get my spelling oracles and, you know, like that. So that's how it go. So let's get it. Yeah, a lot of Aquariuses are hated on. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. Fuck it, they can hate. Spiritual integrity. Told y'all how I do it. It's what this whole channel be being about. Show you what I'm still going through, but she's still showing up for work. The alignment of one's inner beliefs. And then I got to read it to see if I agree. My thumb's still hurting, so it's affecting how I write. The alignment of one's, I said spiritual beliefs. Wow. Let me put inner beliefs. Values. I spoke on that word values. And your soul. With their outward actions, just imagine how much more I can concentrate and meditate and get done in the right environment. And words, and we might be writing many more because, you know, it's different ways of saying the same thing. Spiritual integrity, the alignment of one's inner beliefs, values, and their soul with their outward actions, thoughts, and words. So you walk in the walk and you talk in the talk. Okay? Yeah, pretty much. Okay? Practicing what the fuck you preach. That's what we gonna write. Where my other thing is? Well, let me, well, shit. I ain't got everything but that right here what I need. Practicing what you preach. So I feel that's pretty much straight to the point. And then I feel like I need to write down you are your ministry. You are your ministry. Because you need to know that. What is your ministry? This is the question. What is your ministry or your life's mission statement? And then I'm going to write, now be that. Now be that in the Most High's name. There it is. Now be that in the Most High's name. That's another way to get in the alignment. First of all, you got to find out what your ministry is. What's your life mission? What's your life's mission statement? You got to live life long enough. You got to go through some experiences. You got to be, got to go through the fire, for you to even have a conscientious approach to that question. Okay? So it's nothing that you should be aiming to figure out immediately after you come out the high school, out the education system and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's also talking about key aspects of spiritual integrity, consistency. Okay, being consistent. I say, no matter what I show you, I'm actually physically going through, I'm consistent. There was never anything that was difficult for me to do. It was always about finding my G spot, my God spot. What I was super 100% in love with doing every day. Without whether I always ask the question, what would you do if you didn't get paid for it? Let me put that one to him. I don't know who this is running around here making all this crazy sounds and shit outside my window. Who is that outside? Have you seen anybody out there? Like I said, I know when you in the other side of the apartment, you really don't hear shit from your room. That's weird. But I don't know who that is to keep with these outbursts and hollering and shit. You know the man that had a mental episode just a little while ago that they came and picked up. So now it's that same type of energy I'm hearing outside again. That's the point. That's how it always do. You don't see nobody. That's because you in the other side of the room. You're not on the other side of the apartment. You're not over here with me. So where you hearing it. And then you look outside and you can't see it. So it literally be on the side of your house and shit going on. And motherfuckers in the office around here don't care about nothing unless somebody is acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and threatening them up and down. Ace of Spades in what we was doing. I want to get back to this Ace of Spades before I get off that point. Oh, displacement. Yeah. Consistency, self-honesty, authenticity, faithfulness. Yeah. Yep. That's why I seen everything. Synonyms and related concepts is wholeness, authenticity, righteousness, honesty and sincerity, being upright and steadfast. It is a do right because it is right, not because somebody's watching me do right. Okay? That's what they wanted me to show right there. Because I pretty much said all I wanted to say on that. So Ace of Spades in who? Displacement. This could be a significant year for you in many ways, and one in which you make a major change in your lifestyle. It is time for a fundamental change in your life or your lifestyle. If you recognize this and make some changes intentionally and consciously, this could be a life-changing year that sets you upon a brand new path and direction. For those who are either completely unaware of their need to change or those who have great fear surrounding this change, this card could prove to be quite a problem. Unexpected or unwanted events could bring some dramatic shifts in your life or your lifestyle. There it is. That's the one. Let's do that in orange. Sometimes this card brings the death of a relative, but what is really happening is that some part of yourself is what passes away. A part that is no longer severing you or those around you in any meaningful way. This card is like the surgeon's knife that cuts deeply. I kept talking about this surgery, but removes a poisonous tumor that is threatening your very life. Expect to pay more attention to the inner part of your life this year. I talked about the heart surgery. And the next part. On a mundane level, new jobs or projects begun during this year. It's going to consume lots of your energy, but tend to produce fewer results. However, sometimes this card can indicate a fated beginning, a new undertaking that will eventually lead you to something you were meant to do from the day you were born. There it is. I found the G spot, baby. That's that ace of spades that keeps showing up. Keeps on showing up. It's about shit in the mundane. Yes. Absolutely. Ace of spades in the displacement. Yes. That is the card. Matter of fact, I got some that already have some I mean, all I always just think about how much better off my life would be if I didn't have to deal with all this outside bullshit. I'm talking about it in regards to my studying and my meditations and my everything. Shit. So this is an ace of spades. In displacement. I'm gonna write these up. Yep. I knew it. I knew I was gonna get to that. To that. To that. To that. To that. So it's showing that. It's showing that's what the Mercury retrograde, all the other energies and stuff like that, and how folks be using those that knowledge to know that this is happening to affect humanity's forward movement. So we work through them. So that's another thing with the whole polar bear, with the forceful pushing through and birthing. We're birthing. So what is this Three of Swords talking about here? What was the planetary energy of that Three of Swords that came out? Jupiter. Jupiter. Oh, it did tell me to pull three more, so that's Jupiter for that Three of Swords. It told me to pull three, so I got two. So let's see the other one. So this was the way that they wanted me to get it in. And anyway, why it's so crazy? It's so crazy. And to keep me on my toes and making my thumbnails and the whole nine. Wow. It's beautiful. Higher self is so beautiful. So much more beautiful, directly connected to the Most High. For real. Okay, what we got? Nine of spades. And give me another one. Eight of Cups. Leaving something behind that has been causing me so much angst. That's what I see with the Eight of Cups. Nine of Spades. But it's all in displacement energy. So I am going to have to go ahead and create some type of a some type of thumbnail. Eight of Cups in what you call it? Displacement. This card has the potential to make this one of the best years you've had in a while, While the year before this challenged you to develop a more spiritual and less attached approach to your personal relationships, this year will be sort of the reward for these efforts. Expect to have more than the usual amount of persuasiveness in your dealings with others, and also to have many opportunities this year to enjoy the feeling of being popular in group situations. You may even want to plan a wonderful birthday party. There it is. There it is, right there. Planning a wonderful birthday party for yourself. Really? Where? How? Since when? What happened? I don't know. But don't think negative, okay? Because, the thing that always gets me into the energy of the, is because of my health, okay? And it already talked about that. This book has told me about it getting worse. And, oh my gosh, praise be to the Most High God. Robert Lee Camp is a godsend. This year can bring especially good results for those who are seeking to rise up to higher levels of recognition in their careers, in the work that they do. There is a chance of promotion to a higher level or of having your work become more recognized by the public. That is actually happening. This would definitely be a year to and promote yourself or your products on a larger scale, as success is practically guaranteed. Your Jupiter, your Saturn, your Uranus periods in particular should be filled with success in these areas. And then that Three of Swords is talking about Jupiter. This year is actually the beginning of a 2-year mini cycle of success in which you have some particularly good fortune. This good fortune always comes more to those who have a clear idea of what they want from life, what they want to do. Yeah, okay, for sure. So we definitely need that Eight of Cups displacement done. Like I said, they're showing me that they're wanting me to take. Here she give me some cards. Oh, here you go. Take it from the little small cards to the bigger ones. Okay. That's exactly what. And then this is going to be weird because this is these other cards. Also in displacement. These are definitely going to help me with my counseling sessions. Okay, so we got that Eight of Cups in displacement. Please don't be smearing, okay? And then we got this Nine of Spades also in displacement. Whoa, that's a big paragraph. This is likely to be a crucial year for you in which a major chapter of your life comes to an end. Told you. It's right there. It's over. It's over. It's over. Says it right there. See, that's why I create these cards. And they're not just writing down what he has in the book. I put things in my own words. I'm infusing. I get psychic hits and everything of what to put on there. Yeah, it's beautiful. Some aspect of your life has reached its point of fulfillment and now must be swept away to make room for a new cycle of growth and opportunity. Be prepared and open to these endings in most any area of your life, because you're going to be much less likely to suffer the disappointment and frustration generally associated with it once you let it go. Here it goes. Often health matters come into play with this powerful card. If you have any negative habits that affect your health adversely, there's a very good chance that these habits will have to be cleared out this year. Now I gotta put this stuff in my eyes. Health matters. It can be a matter, in many cases, this is a matter of life or death. Get rid of these bad habits, or else. But for those who are aware of themselves, there will be no surprises, and the endings will be seen as the next stage in their evolutionary journey. Another common manifestation of this Nine of Spades and displacement. Another common manifestation is a loss of a job or the death of one or more people you are close to. In any of these cases, regardless of how unfair they may seem, This energy may this event may seem, whatever is lost was not really a part of us that was good for us anymore. It is only our fear of the unknown that keeps us clinging on to jobs, relationships, and other things that we know inside of us they're not good for us. We would rather suffer with the familiar than have to face an uncertain future. But when the Nine of Spades comes along, major house cleaning is going to occur. Just what areas of your life are affected, whether it be your work, your health, your lifestyle, or your relationships, will depend upon your personal circumstances. I'll be telling y'all, life is always ever changing. Life is an always changing phenomena, and though we are attached to things the way they are, everything must evolve and grow eventually. This year marks an important graduation year for you. You have come a long way with things the way they are and have now progressed far enough that you are ready for a new future. Amen. Praise be. All that remains is to clear out the old to make way for the new. I've been talking about that. I've been talking about the new. I've been talking about that for like the last 3 years, child. So that's that Nine of Spades displacement. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right. So this is how I infuse what I know about tarot along with the cards of destiny. And that's how I approach, that's how I can go into even more deeper ways of counseling. I'm always going to use shock value because people are bored with too much truth. Sensory overload. Because, that's just the conditioning of this planet and the way it goes. All right, then. So we got that going on. All right. And then we'll reorder the cards in a minute. Is there anything else you want me to see? Uh-oh. I gotta use this eye drop. Because my eyes is getting that weird, yucky, eerie film over it. That makes me where I can't see. Everything's blurry. I know there's some shit in this apartment is affecting my eyesight. I should be compensated greatly for all that me and my daughter had to endure being forced to live in mold. This should be a massive lawsuit that I win healthily in court. And now I can have the air purifying system inside of my new dwelling. Oh my God, that shit burns. Oh, it burns when I talk about the fire. It burns. Let's do some what's coming next. Based on what's on the board. Can't make sure you got like that. Get them cut and put in here. Such a small little deck to deal with. But enough of reinforcing, positive reinforcement to show that whatever it lands on, whatever picks that they pop out on is meant to pop out. A team of support help is on the way. 3 of Diamonds. It's already been talking about that. Actual money, fortune, and inheritance coming in. Gossip and shit talking about your rise to success is happening. Karmic retribution, spiritual principle that past actions, words, and thoughts, whether they're from this lifetime or the previous ones, inevitably is going to echo back as present experiences. This is assuring people's accountability. Mm-hmm. Did they say that make a Jupiter card? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, Aquarius, Angel 17 in spiritual alignment. You manifest in good fortune and divine support. Number 7 represents higher wisdom. You're in alignment. There you go. You in alignment. That's why this is happening, so they can hate all they want to. Just as they would look down their noses at you if you did not celebrate their overcoming addictions and overcoming strongholds. But they got the audacity to feel like you're supposed to not rise. Okay, this person will be going through a spiritual death. Grim Reaper comes to collect all dishonorable men and women. I said it earlier when I first started, I said these people don't stop until they physically dead out their bodies. They literally out of their bodies. They're not there anymore. So good luck with pulling your stunts when you get on to the other side. Good luck with that. You got the star power. Look. You got the star power because the Most High says so. Remember, the 6 of Wands come before the 7 of Wands. So if formed against you is ever going to prosper. You the star. Give me one more, please, and thank you. Your grand plans have hit a snag, but why? Gossiping, shit talking, and attempting to spiritual hijack. And attempting to do mental magic on your mind or some shit, type shit. Who's trying to do this shit, though? Let's see what this Fool's card brings in. Fools rush in. Let's see if we can get some character traits of who's actually trying to do this shit. This mental manipulation. I just got these cards. Let's see how it works in here. I'm going to make a Jupiter card. Let me do that right quick before I forget. They want me to make a Jupiter card. Okay. A Jupiter card. So how should it look? How did I write it before? Cartomancy reading. Pull 3 cards. Pull 3 cards. Read under the influence. Of Jupiter. I would have rather it to been colorful, but I didn't have that available right here at the moment. The point is to get it done. Jupiter. They wanted me to pull under Jupiter. This 3 of Swords is under Jupiter. So that's what we're going to do. It's a mess up here. It's really a mess up here, child. And then I'm going to get on for a break. And I'll be working behind the scenes, doing whatever they want me to write up. And I might come back and do part 3 of Divine Masculine. Part 3 of Divine Masculine with the Kipper and the Lenormand. Yeah. No, part 4. Part 4. A personal trainer. Fit and motivating. He'll push your limits in his reflection time. We're trying to see who is these folks that's gossiping and shit talking about your rise to success. Who are these folks? All right, who are these folks? Spirit say we done with these, so we can go ahead and clear the energy before I put this up, because this might be a whole nother, because I've been asking for, give me a way to identify the enemies. Not for my sake of just knowing who they are, but before for other people, and they need to know who are their enemies with so much magic shit being done. So I'm not going to put these up yet. I'm just going to put them to the side, because they might go with what that Three of Swords is talking about. Let's just put them right like that for a moment. That's what we doing right here. We talking about who gossiping, who talking that shit. So let's clear the energy for a moment. Who talking shit? So these are all the ones I gotta do. Okay, we got that Jupiter one, Ace of Spades. Clear the energy a little bit. You could tell when I don't be ready to work, because stuff be amiss. Or just when the energy is like that. And then we're going to do that 3 spades. For some reason, they want me to keep these kippers up from the other night. Alright, these can go right here. And then we're doing this 3 of spades in this Jupiter energy right now. And we're talking about who the hell gossiping and talking shit. Alright, and then was this one done? I think that one was done. It needs some art. That one needs some art. These need to be wrote up. We're gonna get the markers. And all these need to be wrote up. We're gonna get the markers and we're gonna hook them up. They gonna get what's that word called? They gonna get laminated and added to the deck. Alright, we got a little bit of type of energy here. Clear the energy. Something in my damn eye. Keep that up for a while. They want me to keep that up. Alright. Here's my other work that I'll be doing later on. I'll be taking my frequent breaks, child, because if not, I'll start suffering that like energy of like, ugh. Why does that keep happening? Why does one damn card don't want to go back in there? I'm going to get me something where I can get rid of this old toe up ass box. Because it is toe up. Alright, so let's see. Give me some more identifiers. Who is this personal trainer? Okay, let's see before we read what the guidebook got to say. about who this person is. Who is this? Who is this personal trainer? With the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Somebody around you is energy of like they so fit and they so, whether they're physically fit as far as body wise, I'm not type shit anyway. Damn it. Whether they physically fit body wise or what, it don't really matter. I keep hitting some damn rubber bands. Whether they physically fit like that or what, it don't matter. It's like this person. Let me keep this down here so I can get this damn title right. It don't really matter because they feel like they superior to you. Uh-oh. They feel like they superior to you. Some kind of way. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. This does not have to be a woman. This could be a man doing this shit, acting like this. Literally trying to battle you. Some kind of way. Physically, I don't know. That's the whole point of this, is to find out. That's the whole point of finding out. Tell me more about this physical trainer. Who is these folks still playing in your energy? Who is these folks still playing in your energy, beloved? Okay. You know what? There we go. Set your ass down. Who these folks is? Still playing in your energy. Still playing head games with themselves. Still is hell-bent on causing you havoc in your life. This might be something that they physically do to try to stay afloat. Go to the gym. This is the card we're talking about. And we're identifying who are these folks that's gossiping, sending you the evil eye, you know, want to play God in your life, feel like they have some type of entitlement and authority to talk about what you should and should not be able to do, should and should not be able to have. That's what we're talking about. This is a deck that I bought to identify folk. One thing about it, two things for sure, is nobody that came up against me that if I ask them the question, do I know you? They literally cannot. They literally can't. They just like deer in the headlights. Like, I don't want any problem with you. Like, that always would be the weirdest thing, how I can sense that is something on them. So I'd be like, do I know you? I don't ask them, do they know me? I ask them, do I know them? Look at that. Lack of long-term vision. So this person, whoever they are, can go to the gym and do whatever the fuck they want to do to try to, you know, get their body right, to have their appearance and to look like they strong and they're healthy, but their mind is fucked up. They have no real true spiritual discernment whatsoever of any high value and integrity. 34. Let's get some more key points here. Okay, the personal trainer is energy. No, the personal trainer is energetic, motivating, and dedicated to health. He inspires you to push yourself physically and be your best self. But his focus and self-improvement can sometimes be overwhelming, especially when it seems like there's always a new challenge to conquer. So this person literally is so envious of any and everybody, would be at the gym and seeing really buff men or really shapely women, really being the poster child for body consciousness and health. But like I told you, you can't get anything without going through it in a spiritual way. Remember I told y'all that the Seven of Pentacles in the love cards, this is the spiritual millionaire card. You're not going to maintain anything without a true energy of integrity, a divine mission and plan to get a homeostasis, a certain harmony, a certain balance within your physical temple. That's not just for your own strength and endurance, but that of what you do in service to others. So what woman wants to really, like, that's like looking at Married in Huntsville, Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that dude, what's his name? His name always, I forget his name, but he going with the chick named Trish. So when they met, she started being in the gym and everything there too. So of course he pushed her to to really build up her endurance and all that, get her core together. But at the same time, if she has the mentality that I can use that long term, that's for my longevity. So even if they don't work out in a relationship, spiritually speaking, she knows she can always build upon that. What he taught her, how he showed her how to train, you know. And then it turns into this like love affair. Let's own our own gym. Let's go into service helping other people build up their core. You see my point? So whoever this is, this is that type of somatic sexual narcissist who feels like they want to be so physically fit, their body is so alluring, you want them so much, you want them so bad that you're willing to sacrifice all that you are within your own autonomy to be with them. And I'm just calling that because the Seven of Pentacles, 2, 3, 4 on the clock, came out in a reverse. Okay? Told y'all I'm not a tarot reader, but I know how to read the energies through the tarot. That's the point. Okay? I say that all the time. Because I know it's gonna be some feminine, some motherfuckers. It probably don't be feminine. It could be these men that do tarot that has the audacity to try to come for me. I may not even be feminine, child. They too busy minding their business, trying to stay within the algorithm and get their little check. Okay, little check, big check, whatever. Get their money. It's probably more than likely if I ever run into some issues with somebody through YouTube, I promise you, I feel it's gonna be a gay, so-called spiritualist man. I bet you. Mark my word. I said it today. Okay. So let's see what else comes out. Who gossiping and shit talking about your rise to success instead of focusing on themselves for the right reasons. This person could also go to the gym just to look for other men or women to sleep with, to have sexual relations with. So any kind of place that they can go to manipulate. That's what they do. Give me another one, Spirit. The circus performer, agile and entertaining, balance. Will you walk his tightrope of love? So this is giving me the energy just straight off the intuitive hits. This is giving me the energy of a masculine that's always joking, being a jokester, always want to keep you laughing, keep you, keep your sense of humor going. So that you can be more inclined to laugh out loud about, life and whatnot. Now, if I'm speaking this in the positive sense, it's going to be a totally different thing. But I'm speaking it in the sense of who the fuck is gossiping and shit talking about your rise to success. Whether you know these people or not. That's what I'm doing here. Illuminating certain aspects of their character traits. So this is one of the type of people that likes to be they in school they was a class clown. Okay, and that's how they made the ladies. I feel like I'm picking up on these spiritual narcissists. Okay, so spiritual narcissists revealed. How to spot spiritual narcissists. Yeah, this is going to be one of them question ones. Huh? A question: how to spot spiritual narcissists? Okay, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. I can see that being a mission for the collective. That's another way of opening up dialogue, getting back in tune with those, especially those that's not going to be on here trolling and all that bullshit, because I will not be engaging. I'm here for a mission. I'm here for a purpose, and when I hit go live, that's what I'm here to do. I get right into it and roll the tape back. Watch the afterplay if you missed the first part. But I'm never going to be on here playing with nobody. So yeah, this person is like an octopus. This person has their hands in all kinds of shit to retain wealth. To obtain wealth, they have their hands in all kinds of shit. But can you actually take this person seriously? They may have the finances. They are not, they're not, they're good talkers too. They talk a good game but can't back it up. And a lot of their assets and everything that they have is somebody else's. It's not of their own wealth. It's somebody else's shit. So this the type of dude that'll come pick you up in a nice ass vehicle and all this type of shit. And it's his wife's. His wife has the money. Okay, he might look good. Okay, we got the personal trainer. He might look real good and all of that. Again, with that Seven of Pentacles being the reverse, he ain't the millionaire. It's the wife. So she may be traveling a lot and everything like that. So, he didn't flew you up to the cabin. He talking about taking you on a trip, but he didn't flew you to the cabin to be where the snow is. She don't even like the snow, but she did, for him. But she ain't thinking that he doing no shit. She running multiple businesses. Yeah, that type shit. That type shit. Something like Family That Prays with I think this his name Carlton or whatever his name was. Now Carlton was the man that was homeless that lost everything and all of that she would feed and clothe and everything like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The white man that was with ZAHNAE. That was his mama. His mom. You know what I'm saying? His mama like, you don't run shit. Oh wow. If this is a younger man, he using his mama's credit cards and shit. Hold on, where's the book at? Oh, he using his mama credit cards and shit. He's stunting and fronting. What is that? 12. How to spot a spiritual narcissist. 12. The circus performer is full of life and always keeps you on your toes. His spontaneity keeps you smiling, and being with him feels so thrilling and unpredictable. He knows how to make the mundane magical with a flair of the extraordinary. Life with him is about living in the present and cherishing the excitement. So this one of the type of motherfuckers will tell you, let's live in the moment. I'm going to tell you right now, Divine Feminines, they all go by this same book of bullshit. That's why you'll notice that they mirror each other. They mirror each other. They mirror each other. Okay? That's good and juicy and ready. Let's get these in. He keeps you laughing and everything, because right after that you're gonna be hot and ready for the bed. He likes to tickle your panties right off of you. Yeah, you might even have like a little tickling fetish type thing that you like to be tickled or some shit. He likes to tickle you. Okay. He tries that shit on other women and they want to slap the hell out of him, telling him that's childish. We got the rock star. Wild and free spirited, he'll serenade you tonight, forget you by the morning. See, he could be the one that be going to the gym, telling you, no, I have to meet my personal trainer at 7:00. I've gotten him to close off the gym for me, so I gotta get. But I'll call you. We'll have brunch. You know what I'm saying? So this might be one of them eccentric. He's very eccentric. Likes to listen to all kinds of different like genres of music or whatever like that. And he always acts like in a past life he literally was some type of an artist or some shit. The way, he knows about all types of like different musical shit you ain't never even heard about before. So you're intrigued by his ability to come off as very cultured. Okay, this is the spiritual narcissist here. And these are the ones that are attacking and trying to attract women that they have. Look what I just said. Two of Cups in reverse. It said he gonna forget you in the morning. Can't make it up. You didn't have sex with him. However you met him, he could have took you to a concert. Could have took you to a concert, places you've never been before. You got this celebrity star shit, like you starstruck, and so you never thought in a million years you'd be able to meet XYZ celebrity, and you were able to do that. So he may have like able to get backstage passes and shit like that, and you just think he's just an all out just great guy. And this is the one that would be actually passing around all kind of STIs because of the fact that the way that he lives his life is in the club scene and things like that. The fast lifestyle. He's the typical type that want to live in Miami or anywhere where there's city life and goings on. Okay, absolutely, absolutely. So let's see what it says about the rock star. He's 46. He could be older than you, but acts very young. Looks really good for his age. And a lot of women can't believe it. So he may be one of the ones that target younger women. The rock star is wild, creative, and lives for the thrill of the stage. He's exciting and brings an energy that is hard to resist, but his life is full of chaos and his need for freedom. He struggles with routines and consistency, so he's not going to be the committed type. He's the type that would actually have relationships in different states, but nobody actually got a full commitment. Yeah. I'm just looking in the book just to kind of see exactly what the book be saying, but I can see now I'm not going to be using the book when I talk about these things. I can see that I love the deck because it's more about my intuition. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm seeing here that this is birth open for me another avenue to help divine feminines understand spiritual narcissism. Now, if they had a deck of cards like this that's feminine, I'll be able to help divine masculines understand spiritual narcissists within women energy. But I'm just picking up on the pictures and whatever tarot comes out with it to show you guys. Ooh, the model 33. So this one is the one that definitely is into sex magic. Sex magic. Beautiful and sought after. Beauty fades, but substance endures. See? So this one would definitely siphon your beauty. You're getting uglier and uglier and uglier and everything, and all kinds of shit is happening to you, and he's looking greater. This shit is real. This shit really do be happening. 33. He's probably connected to some secret society. His family has a long history of doing this, and their bloodline is not actually human. I'm hearing draconian, draconian, something. That's what I heard. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 5 cards. That's the thing about my messages, they evolve. You feel me? King of Pentacles in reverse. Again, it's a lot of energy here. The main energy you'll see with these, what I'm picking up is masculine spiritual narcissists. is that they always appear to be something that they're not. This man is extremely polished. This could be the one that I said is living off the wife's energy and or the family's energy. He does not have any of this stability for himself. You know, he's definitely somebody that can be going to the gym to keep their body going up, to be looking so model-esque. Okay. This person can have a great sense of humor. Okay. Also, this person loves to party. So they may be into substances like steroids and things like that. They don't have a problem with doing a little coke, you know, stuff like that. But again, whatever that you find out, they don't have any money. Remember, I said that early. It's not their money. They're not any leader or anything of the such. So all of these motherfuckers is always showing up to be a facade. Okay? You have to have spiritual discernment to see that. So King of Pentacles, in their reverse, is proving it. Yeah, the model enters your world with perfect looks, effortless charm. His beauty is dazzling. He makes you feel lucky to be with him, but beauty can't sustain a deep connection. See? And beneath the surface, there may be emptiness. I can't make it up. That's why I say don't play with the tarot. It's powerful in all kinds of ways. Okay? All right, y'all see it? That was the last one. They really want me to talk about whatever this one gonna be. The detective, child. Oh. Yeah, this is the one that stalks you in the spirit. This is the one that'll pull your birth chart. This person could be in a foreign country. Okay, I heard India. This person could be in a foreign country. I'm hearing India, and I don't know, it's somewhere else, but I definitely heard India. And this person is somebody that would actually try to watch you through your devices, cyber stalking, gang stalking you. This is somebody that is a leader, or the what do you want to call it? The actual owner of the business, or the lead. What do I have on my the leader of the pack? Okay, and this is one of the ones that obviously, if you don't know it, you married them. So this is how they send these spiritual narcissists into your life, and you married him. And that's why you never have understood how your life consistently falls apart and he stays afloat. That's because he is the key player in strategically knowing how to hit you at every angle. Why? Because they live with you. They know you on an intimate basis. Give me the tarot to verify, confirm. I've been eyeballing these cards for a long time, but didn't know how I was going to be able to use them. But when I start speaking about getting these cards, getting more cards to help with this karmic energy around us, this toxic energy around us, this toxic, it's like a toxic soup of all kinds of like corrosives and things. But it's spiritual. It's something that's unseen that you consistently keep fighting off. You know it's something, but you can't actually make out where it's coming from. That is. That Three of Cups crossing over that detective. Let me bring it up again strongly. What it always tells me to look at it like. When a tarot card lands sideways, it says the energy surrounding the card is in flux, transitional, and is unresolved. That's my point. It never wants you to make out who it is. And as you saw, Three of Cups can indicate family. Three of Cups can indicate it's a conglomerate. It's a group. And they all are for the same goal and to take you down. And this could also be indicative of family. So these are people you break bread with, you eat with. This is a deep connection. This is not, by this coming out like this, crossing over this detective, this is a deep connection. This is a very intimate connection that you have with this person in your life that's operating like they some type of a, you know, they may even work in this. It could be a police officer that you married to. Or you're involved with. They may even be in this work, and that's what makes it easier for them to be employed to be the person that's going to cross you. So you go out to dinners with this person, you break bread with this person. This person has so much intimate information about you. So this is about rising and using your discernment. Because by it saying the energy surrounding this card is in flux, the energy around this card is transitional, it's unresolved, it often represents an issue requiring immediate attention. Crossing. You see that? It literally crossed the card. This is somebody trying to cross you that is so intimately close to you that's why you don't see it. Show me what's going to go on with this person here. This is gonna be my gang stalking side card right there, baby. I ain't gonna write on it because I just got it. There you go again. Look, look, look. So this person is somebody you can't put your fingers on because on one hand they are the upright, okay, okay. I mean no, this is the upright. On one hand, they're very, beautiful in their energy, and then on the other hand, they're like this. So it's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of situation here. This is a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, you need to slow down. Look at the situation from a different angle. Okay, so that's the reason why I said I would never, ever, 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 ever see myself being a tarot reader, receive my little check, but I got to keep on coming on here telling, changing up the story, the narratives, the all of that. Child, please. This is not entertaining for me. This is a lifelong gift and purpose of helping other people heal and evolve past what's always kept you down, lifetime after lifetime. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, there's a bridge. There's this person is connected to your downfall. This could be, like I said, I'm picking up on a husband. This could be somebody that already has a job as an officer, a judge, somebody in the legal. Let's get more information about this here. Let's get more. Spirit's telling me to get more information about this here. Hold on. We gonna do that 3 of Swords in Jupiter. Uh-oh. That's gonna fall, Elizabeth. That's gonna fall. Yeah, I ain't gonna be using that guidebook, child. I don't need it. I'll be looking for cards like that. Okay. Who is this person? Hold on, they say they showing me something. This person right here. Okay, I heard you now. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Who is this person? Operate like they inspect the gadget in your life. They reporting to somebody too. It's those classic movies where you see that they're trying to kill the person and they're like, okay, but when she's dead, we can go on with the money and everything. Just give me more time. It's them type movies type shit. This is the energy I'm picking up on. Probably having something to do with some major lump sum money. A journey. Yep. So you've known this person for all your life. Or maybe childhood crush or a family member. That is already here. This is a family member. Someone very close to you. A traitor in the family. A fake or a liar. There it is right there. Thank you, Spirit. It's a reason that you didn't want me to put those up. Okay, I see how you want me to do the thumbnail too. Okay, I see it. Okay. A gift. Okay, a gift. A gift. Yeah, somebody is lying about something very big. They're cheating and they're about to get caught. Something about a gift. Cheating and about to get caught. 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, thank you. Person in the uniform, like I said, I saw a cop, a judge. I said that already. And what else? Somebody knows that when they get caught up, they're going to go to prison for this. I don't know why I'm seeing bigotry. Yeah. Yeah, having good intuition about this situation. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Needing legal advice because this when you find out about this shit, a long road. What came out first? The journey, 17, and the long road. Let me see something here, y'all. Hold on, Sway. Wow. Did I just unearth this detective in me on a whole nother level? 10, 17, 35. Hold on. Love these kippers, I'm telling you. Ten, 17. Getting a car as a gift, trip as a gift, positive and surprising trip. Okay. What else? 17. No, that was 17. 35. Traveling to a foreign country, alone travel, a long distance far away. So somebody is doing the surveillance that don't even live in your country. So they're not worried about getting locked up. They're not worried about getting locked up because they would not have to serve time in the state in which the crime is being projected at. Okay. Show me, Spirit. Show me. Trying to see how much you know, how strong your gifts are. 21 living room. A secret travel, a personal trip, going to see a family member. Didn't I tell you? This is somebody that's close to you. Yeah, money causes an argument. I just fucking heard assassin? What? The fuck? So I just fucking heard assassin. Y'all know I stopped doing my Scrabbles ones. Them Scrabble ones was oh wow. I did not realize how magical those Scrabble letters were and showing me all kind of stuff. I quit doing them. 33 murky thoughts. I quit doing them, child. Child. I don't want to see all that. Fear of driving, not wanting to travel, depressed about an imminent departure. Fear of driving, not wanting to travel. So, I'm hearing that. Well, I mean, something. It's some. Okay, let me show you what I'm seeing. It's some positive shit. My nose itching. It's some positive shit going on with some negative shit at the same time. So something is trying to intercept something positive. That's what I'm seeing. I'm gonna need more money to finish the job. Is what I just fucking heard. A rich man. I'm gonna need more money to finish the job. The fuck am I picking up on? Traveling with a brother, a son, a young relative, traveling with younger people. So children. Something about some children. What? Yeah, something about money. Like I said, money gonna cause an argument. What? Lucky change, happy turn, happy out. Yeah, that's why I told you. It's some positive shit coming in. Strongly positive. I mean, super duper positive. But something is trying to intercept it. There's an interception here. They still trying to play God. They still trying to play judge and jury over your life. Something about that detective card just set something off up in me, child. Maybe there's gonna be a detective that's gonna come to you and tell you so. Yeah, because it says okay. So we see the negative spirit. Show me strictly the positive. Let's reorder the cards. Show me something with this detective that started this all off. Okay, y'all, we probably finna start a kipper. And I'm finna get out of here 'cause I gotta go pee. So they're saying keep all these cards right here that you already have here. Okay? Keep all these cards you have here already, okay? So somebody don't, yep, there you go. Person in a uniform, the detective. Man, let me tell y'all something. Don't fuck with me about my gifts, baby. Most High don't play about me. Okay? Sudden wealth, money causes an argument needing legal advice to have an inheritance or settlement released. This is what this focal point is. So it's positive. But there's somebody very fucking close. Who is this bitch ass motherfucker that's close to me? You bitch ass motherfucker. You still trying to play God in my life. Who is you? Who is you, bitch? See, I only take shit personal when it's personal. When it's for somebody else, I gotta play in certain I gotta respect the rules of engagement. But when it's personal, you about to get got. All right. So anyway, Spirit has showed me how we will be using these cards to help any divine feminines that's going through. These will be my identifiers. So I'm gonna have a whole box of my identifiers and shit going on. Let's see here what the fuck is happening. Cause somebody is playing around. Think I'm supposed to live in mode and go through shit and be depressed, distressed. I'm supposed to be riding my good juicy masculine's penis and calming and all kind of shit. They think I'm playing around about my life. They think I'm playing around. Let me go ahead and read this Three of Swords in Jupiter 303. Yeah. These is motherfuckers that still shit talking and think they running some shit overall. We finna identify who the fuck you are because somebody is on the case. That's what Spirit wanted me to see. There's somebody that's working on your behalf. We didn't put some soldiers on the ground. Okay? Yeah, we finna pull a kipper on this one. We gonna keep on until we crack the code, till we crack the case, and that's exactly why this was supposed to go the way that it's going. Because Spirit wanted me to be directly, hold on, directly involved in this ridiculously large blessing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Three of Swords in the Jupiter. Let's see here. And I gotta go pee. We gotta continue this. Spirit said, stay in it. Stay in it. I want you to stay in the energy. Okay, Three of Spades in Jupiter reads, this is a time when diversity usually brings many blessings. This influence is actually favorable for many things such as gambling, short-term speculation. You can handle the risk. With this Three of Spades influence, success is also possible in two areas at one time or in business that involve artistic or creative expression. This is called the artist's card and thus is very favorable for any sort of art or expression of your ideas. In Jupiter, it could bring great financial success if it's channeled into positive creative work. There go that positivity right there. This is what I seek out, the positivity, okay, of the situation. And I'm tired of being in energy of chin checking motherfuckers about coming and playing with me about me and mine. That's what you're doing. You keep trying to play with me about me and mine. Me and mine, me and my affairs with the Most High God. That's what I'm talking about. Me and mine, me and my affairs with the Most High God. Whatever is for me and for my betterment, the Most High God is going to enlighten me about that. And for me and mine's. Okay, directly being connected to me is super abundant, baby. That's why the warlock can't stop doing sex magic to himself. I tried to tell his bastard ass that. He didn't want to listen. He didn't want to listen. I told him it was best for you to stop fucking with me. For you fuck around and kill yourself somewhere. I'm trying to tell you. I don't be motherfucking just talking and trying to be haughty toddy because my true personality is not even like this. But this is how I gotta do my work. Okay? Because I gotta let people know I'm not playing. I'm not here for the play. What it was? Three of Spades. And what? Jupiter. I didn't pick up the same damn pen again. Shit. How can I get rid of it? Let me put it over there. Thinking I'm getting my good one and I got the bad one. Hold on. Ain't tonight Thursday? We gotta get ready for bingo tonight. We got a night Thursday. I gotta play bingo. I want some good fresh popcorn, but that shit always in my teeth. Okay, so we got the 3 of spades in Jupiter. That will be written up too as well. Alright, and then we got this card. It's already ready to go. We just put it in there. When all these are rolled up, they'll be in the bag to be laminated. Alrighty then. So something about a party too. Something about a party by your birthday, something like that going on. Okay. Yeah, I do this to receive the peace. You know, the Most High God said you're going to receive. You're going to get that peace. Yes, you are. You're going to get that peace. What am I going to do with these? Am I going to be writing some more? I probably am. All right, just put them right there. Hold on, what? Don't I got that other little one? She ain't get it? Oh, yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go. Oh, my legs hurt. I got to go TT. I'll be back, y'all. Hold on. We got to set this up for another kipper. Just a regular kipper with the brown cards, y'all. Okay, I'm going to write this down behind the scenes, too. Oh, I be busy, baby. Shit, you gotta be the first one to test the prototype. You gotta be the first one to test the prototype. You gotta test it out. You feel me? Before you release it to the public. You know what I'm saying? You gotta test it. So you gotta do all the work, do all that to test it out. Let me see something. Where? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's clear this up. All right, get these back over there. Get this back over here. Yeah, baby. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm clean things up, baby. See, that's the whole. That was even indicative too of showing the messiness of it. You see what I'm saying? Of showing the messiness of it. Yeah. Let me refresh these. Let's refresh these. Put them back and come on again. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see. Because I've been looking for a way to infuse my blue and green kippers like this. You know, they blue and they green. With my picks again. Because they have such succinct. My oracles are so powerful in their own rights. They have such succinct, like powerful messages that it's very difficult for me to infuse them in to get more of a storyline. If that makes sense. Yes. Trapped in their own messy situation. That is. You made your bed concrete hard, so don't complain about the bed sores. Bam. Woo. And so they talking so much shit. Ooh, baby. Baby. And let me tell you about the art of detachment. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the policy. We're going to talk about the art of detachment when I get back. Hold on. Let me write that down right here before I forget. Sometimes I go pee and forget about a lot of shit because it be releasing, these waste products and shit that I need to detox and all kind of shit. We're going to talk about the art of detachment when it comes to be a divine messenger. I'll be back. Hold on. Oh, I think I should turn the fan back on by it being 3 o'clock. Starting to feel a little bit. The temperature has gotten a little warmer. What is the temperature? 65. So I'm going to turn that fan back on too. Let me go TT right quick. I'll be back, y'all. I drink to be coming through me. So I remember when the rheumatologist was like, well, that means ain't nothing wrong with your kidneys if you're able to go pee. That don't mean a motherfucking thing like that. Because the ex-husband, he could go pee too. He's still on dialysis. What the fuck you talking about? I mean, this shit is crazy how they really try to undermine your spiritual authority over your own vessel to know better. Okay? Oh, oh shit. Look at it swelling all up in my calves and stuff. All up in my joints. Telling me about no damn shit. Oh God. Oh. Oh, child. Things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, we're working together and we're getting it undone. Hold on, y'all. Make it a little bit brighter. Why you not parking under that tree no more? What is that? She ain't even hear me talking to her. Must be them birds in that shit. Shit. Yeah, I see who it is. Well, that goddamn noise out there. I see who it is now. That's how it always be. It be people that live here, have whoever they relatives or whatever it is, they come over to stay with them, carry all that noise and do all those disruptions and shit around here. That's just, it's just like a classic thing of then when now that ramification comes down on you, now you want to play the role like you had no idea this was going on, you didn't know, you know what I mean? Ain't school in session? Them damn youngsters look like they ain't graduating no damn high school. See? And this is shit that I say you consistently deal with living in places like this. That the government knows motherfucking well these are nuisances. Nuisances happening in these places. But the attitude is that's exactly gold. So deal with it. Okay? So when you have to talk about Oh my goddamn back kicking. You gotta talk about how you were purposely and maliciously and intentionally forced to continue to live in a place like this where it's complete chaos. And that's what he was talking about this shit is over. Okay? That's how you can see how it's able to consistently go on with black people for generations to generations. Because, again, you have to co-sign for it. Okay? It's like a car. When they tell you that you ain't got enough credit, you need a co-signer. When you don't need no motherfucking co-signer. Because whether or not you're going to pay for the car through that co-signer name or through your own goddamn name does not have anything to do with how long you going to keep that car in good standing by way of you paying the bill, and in good standing about they didn't do some weird shit with the engine and all that anyway. They don't got shit to do with that. So now I done put my eyeball on who is that loud noise out there that's doing all that hollering and retarded energy. You know, that I'm crazy energy. Okay? The footage that I took of somebody that was having a mental break, that literally they, took him to the hospital allegedly. And then this is before the lights came back on, that they came back out here to that same house. So because it was so dark out there, I couldn't see what the fuck was going on. And this is shit I be talking about. So my spinal cord is just ceasing. Just for me trying to go use the bathroom and come back, my spinal cord just started ceasing real bad. So, you see what I'm saying? So, whew, child, I done got hot. Ooh, I know my face gotta be bloodshot red. What came back up? Actual money is on the way. Praise be to the Most High God. And again, money causes an argument, needing legal advice to release this. That's what I needed to show up. This shit is ridiculous. I mean, it's a beautiful day outside. Very beautiful day. You can still feel like there's a sense of coolness if you're not in the direct sun. But other than that, you will have to deal with, possibly something in the air if you have bad allergies. I can sense that too with my face at the window. But great success in your public persona content creator status. Okay? Yeah. So let's see how we're going to open up this here for this Kipper right here with this detective energy. Give me a jump off card. Uh-oh. Give me a jump off card, please. Oh, shit. What's the jump off? His thoughts. His thoughts. Okay. Give me the other 7 cards. The mature man. A false person. That's one thing about this deck, that they did keep the same exact card as false person as they did at the other one. Main female involved. A long road. 4, 5. A pleasant letter coming in. A thief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. And Journey is here. So, you know, we ordered them in the way that they're supposed to be. I want my daughter to go ahead and laminate these what's coming next. To laminate these what's coming next. Okay. So that was the, yeah, that was a template. All right, so I'll draw that one up. Those could be written up in that other one. So we got the jump off. Is number 16, his thoughts. And after that, we have 2, the main female. Then we have who else is next? 5. Mature man. And after that, we have 7. There's the ladder. After that, we got 8, false person. And then we got 10, journey. after that, we have 24 Thief. And we got 35 Long Road. Which is also Pathway. Alright. So, if Spirit guides me to come back, expound upon this on air, I will. If not, it'll be done behind the scenes. But it may have something to do with this trapped in their own messy situation. I don't know. We'll see. And this energy was derived from Thursday, 3/12/26. 3/12/26. Okay. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Okay. Let me see if there's any tarot to jump out with this before I go. Any tarot to jump out with this before I go. And that board should be cleared up more when I do come back. 3:33 now on the clock. Any tarot to come out with this before we go for meditation purposes. Is there any tarot to go with this jump off? Whoa. Hierophant energy. Anything else? Give me 3 at least, please. Thank you. Judgment. 5/20. Something popping out by May the 20th, by this summer. This is somebody that's a Libra versus Taurus. High Priestess. There's something hidden. All right, guys. Peace and blessings.